Let's go, guys. We got a video on Surds. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put up a random question on Surds, and you can pause it, have a go at it, and then I'll go through the answer straight after it. Now, Surds is obviously going to come up. It's one of those topics that is, always going to be there. So in your GCSE exams or your mock exams or whatever you want to call them that are coming up, Surds is going to be there, right? So if you're aiming for a level 7, aiming for a level 5, 6, you're going to need to know Surds. Surds isn't just for the nerds. So without further ado, let's get going. Here's a question that we have. We need to expand and simplify this bracket here. So have a look at it carefully. You're squaring the bracket. Have a think about what you might need to do. Pause it, have a go, and I'll catch you in a second. Right, let's get through it. Now, because we're squaring the bracket, you've hopefully written out the bracket twice, right? Because we're timesing the bracket by itself. So maybe you've got something like this, 3 plus 2 root 5, and then another 3 plus 2 square root 5. Something like that to begin with. And then from there, we would need to use maybe FOIL or the claw method or something like that, whatever you use to expand that out. So I'm just going to use some arrows. So 3 times by 3 first, that's going to give me 9. And then 3 times by 2 root 5 is going to be a positive 6 square root 5. Then we have 2 root 5 times by 3, which is going to be another 6 square root 5. And then the slightly tricky one where you've got 2 root 5 times by 2 root 5. So if you're not sure about that, what you can do is, let's take it down here. We'll go with 2 square root 5 times by 2 square root 5. And we'll use some colors to just coordinate this, right? So look, the ordinary numbers, look, the 2 and the 2, that there, look, they're not in surds, right? So you can just multiply those together, 2 2s, that gives you 4. And then the root 5 and the root 5, you do multiply the numbers within your surd or within the square roots there. So that's going to be square root 25. Now, the square root of 25 is just 5. So essentially what we've got is 4 times 5, which then becomes 20. So on the end here, that's what we need to put, a 20. And then we can just do some simplifying. Let's simplify that all down. You've got 9 here, add 20, that gives us 29 altogether. So I'm going to put here equals, we can go with 29. And then 6 root 5 plus 6 root 5, that there is going to be, let's highlight those both in green, there we go. Okay, so then that comes out as 12 lots of root 5, okay? Do not make the mistake of trying to fiddle around with the numbers in your square roots there, right? You just add the numbers on the outside. 6 root 5 is 12 root 5, yeah? Nothing funky. It's not 12 root 10 all of a sudden. Don't do anything foolish like that, okay? So there we go. Hopefully you've got that there. That's all for now. Stay tuned. I'll put out another one very shortly on surds. And indices. There's quite a few, right, of these common topics that are going to come up. So stay tuned. I'll catch you again soon.